An. An.
Used to talk about something for the first time.
We have a problem.
Abandon. Abandon. To leave something or someone forever.
How could she abandon her own child?
Abbreviation. Abbreviation. A short form of a word or phrase.
DR is the written abbreviation of doctor.
Ability. Ability. The physical or mental power to do something.
The ability to walk.
Able. Able. Having the necessary means or skill to do something.
He might be able to help you.
About. About. In reference to. Concerning.
She lied about her age.
Above. Above. Higher than something else.
Our office is above the hairdresser's.
Abroad. Abroad. To or in a foreign country.
I've never lived abroad before.
Absence. Absence. A state of not being in a particular place or not existing.
The boy's absence from class had been noted.
Absent. Absent. Not being in a particular place or not existing.
She has been absent from work due to illness.
Absolute. Absolute. Perfect or complete or not limited by anything.
I have absolute confidence in her.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Completely. Are you absolutely sure?
Absorb. Absorb.
To take in liquid, gas, energy, light, etc.
Plants absorb nutrients from the soil.
Absurd. Absurd.
Completely unreasonable or foolish.
It seems an absurd idea.
Abuse. Abuse. Cruel treatment of other people.
Child abuse is an emotive subject.
Academic. Academic.
Relating to education, especially at colleges and universities.
He possessed no academic qualifications.
Accelerate. Accelerate. To move or happen faster. To cause something to move or happen faster.
The car accelerated smoothly away.
Accent. Accent. The usage or vocabulary that is characteristic of a specific group of people.
He had a strong Irish accent.
Accept. Accept. To agree to something or to receive something that someone offers you.
Will you accept their offer?
Acceptable. Acceptable. Good enough or proper for a certain purpose, situation, etc.
Socially acceptable behaviour.
Access. Access.
The right to enter or use something.
Do you have access to the internet?
Accident. Accident. A situation that is not planned in which someone is injured or something is damaged, for example, involving cars.
When did the accident happen?
Accidental. Accidental. Happening by chance rather than planned or intended.
A third of accidental deaths occur in the home.
Accidentally. accidentally,
In a way that was not planned or intended.
I accidentally stepped in a puddle.
Accommodation. Accommodation. A place to live, stay, etc.
All students are offered free accommodation.
Accompany. Accompany. To go or travel with someone, to happen at the same time as something.
Wherever her husband went, she would accompany him.
Accomplish. Accomplish. To finish something successfully, especially after putting a lot of effort into it.
We have accomplished all we set out to do.
According to. According to. As believed or stated by someone, in agreement with something.
According to the map, we should turn left.
Account. Account.
An arrangement with a bank in which it keeps your money and enables you to take it out or pay more in.
I've paid $250 into my account.
Accurate. Accurate. Very close to fact or truth, without any mistakes.
It is vital to keep accurate records.
accurately, accurately,
Correctly.
It's impossible to predict the weather accurately.
Accuse. Accuse. To say that someone has done something wrong or broken the law.
He was accused of murder.
Achieve. Achieve. To gain something with effort.
Francis achieved very good exam results.
achievement, achievement,
Something important that you succeed in doing by your own efforts.
It's a remarkable achievement for the company.
Acid.
A substance whose pH is below 7. If it is much below 7, the substance can burn holes in material or damage one's skin.
Acid eats into the metal, damaging its surface.
Acknowledge. To admit or recognize the existence of something or to declare something is true. To report a receipt of something.
We wish to acknowledge the support of the university.
Acknowledgement. Acknowledgement. The act of admitting or recognizing something as true.
Do you want a written acknowledgement?
Acorn, acorn. Fruit of the oak tree. A smooth, thin-walled nut and a woody, cup-shaped base.
Acorn cups.
Acquaintance, acquaintance.
A person you know but not very well, or the relationship with the person.
She will never be more than a casual acquaintance.
Acquire. Acquire. To come into possession of something or to gain a certain feature, knowledge or experience.
Elsie acquired a good knowledge of Chinese.
Across, across. On, at, or from the other side of.
The only bridge across the river.
Act, act. To do something.
Stop acting like a baby.
Action, action.
Something done by a person, organization, etc., or a process of doing something.
It's time to put Plan B into action.
Active, active.
Always busy doing many things.
My father always led a very active life.
Activity, activity.
Things that people do.
The whole house was alive with activity.
Actor, actor. A man performing in a film or play.
A famous actor.
Actress, actress. A woman performing in a film or play.
An actress whose name is on everyone's lips.
Actual. Actual. Happening or existing in reality, not pretended.
I'm not joking. Those were his actual words.
Actually. Actually. In actual fact. In reality.
Actually, the party wasn't half bad.
Adapt. Adapt. To change something to suit a new purpose or to get used to a new situation.
How do these insects adapt themselves to new environments?
Adaptable. Adaptable. Able to change in order to be successful in new situations.
The catfish is adaptable to a wide range of water conditions.
Add. Add. To give more so as to increase in size, quantity.
Add a teaspoon of salt.
Addition. Addition. A thing that is added to something, usually improving it.
This excellent book will be a welcome addition to the library of any student.
Additional. Additional. Being something more than was expected or agreed. Extra.
Additional information can be obtained from the centre.
Address. Address. The place where you can find or communicate with a person or organisation.
What's your new address?
Adequate. Adequate. Good enough for a certain purpose.
Are the parking facilities adequate for 50 cars?
Adhesive. Adhesive. A substance that is sticky and can be used to glue things together.
The sheets are glued together with strong adhesive.
Adjacent. Adjacent. Situated next to something else.
We stayed in adjacent rooms.
Adjective. Adjective.
A word that describes a noun or pronoun. Red in red hair is an attributive adjective.
Adjust. Change something or regulate to make it more accurate or to adapt oneself to new conditions.
He paused to adjust his spectacles.
Admiration. Admiration.
A feeling of great respect and liking for something or someone.
Daniel gazed at her in admiration.
Admire. Admire. To feel respect towards someone and approve things they do, or to look at something or someone with pleasure.
I could not but admire her.
Admission. The act of letting someone enter a hospital, university, concert, etc., or the right to enter.
Admission is free for children under 9.
Admit. Admit.
To declare to be true or to agree that something is true or someone is right.
Admit it, I'm right, aren't I?
Adopt. Adopt. To accept something new or to officially approve some proposal, idea, etc.
Sally was adopted when she was 4.
Adore. Adore. To love someone very much or to like something very much.
I simply adore chocolate.
Adult. Adult. A person who is more than 18 years old.
Teenagers need adults to guide them.
Advance. Advance. A movement forward or progress in development.
She demanded payment in advance.
Advanced. Advanced. Ahead in development at a higher level.
Advanced learners of English.
Advantage. Advantage. a quality of having a better position than something, or a good quality of something.
I took advantage of the good weather to paint the shed.
Adventure. Adventure. A journey, experience that is strange and exciting and often dangerous.
A great adventure.
Adverb. Adverb. A word which applies to a verb, an adjective, another adverb or a whole sentence. Adverb of place. Adverse. Adverse. Contrary to your interests or moving in an opposing direction. The adverse publicity had damaged sales. Advertise. To make something known in public, especially because you want to sell it. They no longer advertise alcohol or cigarettes at sporting events. Advertisement. Advertisement. A public notice promoting something. He placed an advertisement in the local paper. Advertising. A public promotion of some product or service and a branch of industry connected to those activities. An advertising slogan. Advice. A piece of information given to someone suggesting how they should behave or what they should do in a certain situation. The advice came too late. Advise. To suggest someone what they should do in a particular situation or to inform somebody of something. Think positive. She advised herself. Advisor. Advisor. Someone who helps people to make decisions about what to do. A financial advisor. Aerial. Aerial. In or from the air, especially from an aeroplane. An aerial attack. Aeroplane. Aeroplane. A flying vehicle with wings. An aeroplane was circling round far overhead. Affair. Affair. Something that is dealt with or considered. What I do in my free time is my affair. Effect. Effect. To have an effect upon something. Too much alcohol affects your coordination. Affection. Affection. A feeling of love, liking or care for a person or place. A child needs love and affection. Afford. To have enough money to buy or do something or to be able to give up something, for example one's time. We can't afford to go on vacation this year. Afraid. Afraid. Filled with fear. Are you afraid of him, or what? After. After. At a later time than. After a long pause, she went on. Afternoon. Afternoon. The day from noon until sunset. Let's go swimming this afternoon. Afterwards. Afterwards. After something else has already happened. Afterwards, I felt a great sense of relief. Again. Again. Once more. I'm not late again, am I? Against. Against. Contrary to or in a direction opposite to. The war against racism. Age. Age. The length of life, number of years lived. She lived to the age of 79. Aged. Aged. Very old. My aged parents. Agency. Agency. A business providing a certain service for people and companies. Was that the man from the PR agency? Agenda. Agenda. A list of matters to be dealt with, for example at a meeting. What's the next item on the agenda? Agent. Agent. A representative who acts on behalf of other people or organizations. My agent has a new script for me to look at. Aggression. Aggression. Threatening behavior that often involves harming someone. We need to defend against military aggression. Aggressive. Aggressive. Behaving in an angry way towards another person or eager to fight with someone. Jim's voice became aggressive. Aggressively. Aggressively. In a way that is angry and threatening. What do you want? He demanded aggressively. Ago. Ago. Earlier than the present time. She died a long time ago. Agree. Agree. To have the same opinion. He agreed without hesitation. Agreement. Agreement. The state of being of the same opinion or approving something. An agreement was signed on 6th of May 1977. Ahead. Ahead. Moving in a forward direction or in front of something. The way ahead was blocked. Aid. Aid. An act of helping or supporting. A video is a useful aid in the classroom. Aim. Aim. Something you hope to achieve by taking certain actions. His main aim in life was to have fun. Air. Air. The mixture of gases around the Earth. I'd prefer to travel by air. Aircraft. Aircraft. Any vehicle that can fly and carry goods or passengers. The aircraft were identified as American. Airfare. Airfare. Money you need to pay for traveling by airplane. Discount airfares to Europe. Air Force. Air Force. A part of a country's armed forces that consists of airplanes, helicopters, etc. The Marshal of the Royal Air Force. Airline. Airline. A company that provides flights for passengers. The airline fired him for being drunk. Airplane. Airplane. A vehicle that flies through the air and has one or more. An airplane droned overhead. Airport. Airport. A place where a plane can land and take off carrying passengers. I took a cab to the airport. Alarm. Alarm. A device that warns of danger or the loud sound that it makes. Did you set the alarm? Alarm clock. Alarm clock. A clock used to wake one up. I've set the alarm clock to go off at 7 a.m. Album. Album. Several songs or other pieces of music on a compact disc, tape, etc. Have a listen to this new album. Alcohol. Alcohol. Drinks such as beer, wine, etc. that can make people drunk. I don't drink alcohol anymore. Alcoholic. Alcoholic. Relating to alcohol. Alcoholic drinks. Alert. Alert. Quick to notice and understand things. Be on the alert for anyone acting suspiciously. Alike. Alike. In a similar manner. The twins are so alike I can never tell which is which. Alive. Alive. Possessing life, not dead. My grandparents are still alive. All. All. The whole number, amount, every. It snowed all night. Allergic. Having or relating to a condition, often skin or breathing problems, that appears in contact with certain substances. I'm allergic to penicillin. Allergy. A condition, often skin or breathing problems, that appears in contact with certain substances. I have an allergy to cats. Allow. Allow. To let someone do something. We don't allow diving in the pool. Allowance. Allowance. An amount of something that you are allowed or granted. Passenger's baggage allowance is £75 per person. Ally. Ally. A person who supports or helps another one. She knew she had found an ally in Ted. Almost. Almost. Very nearly, not quite complete. I'm almost finished. Alone. Alone. Without any others included or involved. She lives alone. Along. Used to say that a person or thing moves from one part of something long, a river, road, etc., to another. The road runs along a valley. Aloud. Aloud. Using one's voice, not silently. Oh, sorry, I was thinking aloud. Alphabet. Alphabet. All letters used in the language. P comes before Q in the alphabet. Alphabetical. Alphabetical. Relating to the alphabet. Their names are arranged in alphabetical order. Already. Already. Before a specified time. It's already 9 o'clock. Also. Also. In addition to something else. You can also invite members of your family. Alter. Alter. To make something different or to become different. Her face hadn't altered much over the years. Alteration. Alteration. A slight change or a process of such change. Have you noticed any alteration in the patient's behavior? Alternate. To happen one after another in a repeated pattern or to make things happen in such a way. Periods of depression alternate with excited behavior. Alternative. Alternative. Serving or used in the place of something else. Have you any alternative suggestions? Although. Although. Used to reduce the effect of what has been said. Although Laurie is dead, I can feel his spirit with me. Altogether. Altogether. Completely, with everything included, in total. There were 5 people all together. Always. Always. At each time. She's always very polite. A.M. A.M. Before 12 o'clock in the middle of the day. The explosion occurred at 5:30 a.m. Amazement. Amazement. Great surprise. Ralph gasped in amazement. Amazing. Amazing. Inspiring awe or wonder, very good. Her capacity to absorb information is amazing. Ambition. Ambition. A strong desire to achieve a certain goal. He was young and full of ambition. Ambulance. Ambulance. A vehicle that takes people to and from hospitals. The ambulance was there within minutes. American. American. A person from the USA, or North, Central or South America. Her mother is American. Among. Among. Surrounded by, in the middle of a group. Don't worry, you're among friends. Amount. A sum, collection or quantity of something, especially money, time and things that cannot be counted. He drank a terrific amount of beer. Amuse. Amuse. To entertain someone or make them laugh. I amused myself with crossword puzzles. Amusement. Amusement. A feeling of pleasure caused by something that is funny. Her eyes sparkled with amusement. Amusing. Amusing. Causing laughter, entertaining. The book is full of amusing stories about his childhood. Analysis. Analysis. An act of studying something carefully in order to understand it better. Blood samples were sent for analysis. Ancient. Belonging to the historical period before the end of the Roman Empire or having existed for a very long time. A professor of ancient history. And. Together or along with, as well as. Go and get dressed. Anger. Anger. A feeling of great displeasure or hostility. His anger slowly melted. Angle. Angle. A way in which a particular thing is judged, considered or dealt with. Look at every angle of the situation. Angrily. Angrily. In an angry way. She angrily voiced her objections. Angry. Angry. Feeling great displeasure or hostility. You can imagine how angry I was. Animal. Animal. An example of all living organisms except for plants and humans. The animal was weak from loss of blood. Ankle. Ankle. A joint connecting the foot with the rest of the leg. How's the ankle? Is it still hurting? Anniversary. Anniversary. The date on which an event occurred in some previous year, or the celebration of it. It was our wedding anniversary last Sunday. Announce. Announce. To make something known, especially by an official statement. We'll announce the winners next Sunday. Announcement. Announcement. A public statement. Gather round. I have an important announcement to make. Annoy. Annoy. To make someone slightly angry. Now is not the time to annoy Peter. Annoyance. Annoyance. A feeling of being slightly annoyed. A look of annoyance crossed her face. Annoyed. Annoyed. Slightly angry. Instead of being annoyed, he seemed quite pleased. Annoying. Annoying. Making you angry or impatient. Peter can be really annoying. Annual. Annual. Happening every year or based on a period of 1 year. The mean annual rainfall was 852 millimeters. Another. One more person or thing of the same type or not the same thing, person etc., but a different one. Have another sandwich. Answer. Answer. To respond in words or actions. Answer question number 4. Ant. Ant. A small insect that lives in large groups. The floor was crawling with ants. Antibiotic. Antibiotic. A substance that kills harmful bacteria or limits their growth. Are you still on antibiotics? Antique. Antique. Made in earlier times and valued for its age. They bought the clock at an antique shop in Bath. Antiseptic. Antiseptic. Killing or free from bacteria or other microorganisms. Some herbs have antiseptic qualities. Antonym. Antonym. A word that has the opposite meaning to another word. A dictionary of synonyms and antonyms. Anxiety. The state of being nervous or worried about something, especially something that might happen in the future. My anxiety was washed away. Anxious. Anxious. Worried about something or making you feel worried or nervous. We were anxious for you. Anxiously. Anxiously. In a nervous, worried way. Nina chewed her lower lip anxiously. Any. Any. One or something or person or place, but not particular. Have you got any spare boxes? Anybody. Anybody. Any person at all. Hello, is there anybody home? Anymore. Anymore. Usually used with a negative. Nick doesn't live here anymore. Anyone. Anyone. Any person. Has anyone phoned? Anything. Anything. Any object. The baby won't eat anything. Anyway. Anyway. In any case, anyhow. Anyway. Why didn't you call the police? Anywhere. Anywhere. To or at any place. I can't find my passport anywhere. Apart. Apart. Into parts or pieces. It just fell apart in my hands. Apartment. Apartment. A set of rooms on one floor of a large building, where someone lives. She lives in a small apartment. Ape. Ape. An animal resembling a large monkey but having no tail. Alone of the great apes, the gorilla is not very efficient at using tools. Apologize. Apologize. To tell someone that you are sorry for doing a certain thing. Vic made a pathetic attempt to apologize. Apology. Apology. An act of telling someone that you are sorry for doing a certain thing. He left without a word of apology. Apostrophe. Apostrophe. The mark, apostrophe. I thought by the accent, it had been an apostrophe to his child. Apparatus. Apparatus. The way an organization or country is organized so that it works effectively. The state apparatus has become corrupt. Apparent. Apparent. Easily noticeable. It soon became apparent that we had a major problem. Apparently. Used to express that you are not completely sure about your statement or that you judge by appearances only. Apparently the company is losing a lot of money. Appeal. Appeal. To be attractive to someone. The book will appeal to young readers. Appealing. Appealing. Able to attract interest or draw attention. It was an appealing plan but quite impracticable. Appear. Appear. To come into being or existence, to come into sight or view. Two faces appeared at our window. Appearance. Appearance. The way that someone or something looks like. You shouldn't judge by appearances. Appetite. Appetite. A feeling of craving food. I've lost my appetite. Applause. Applause. The act of clapping your hands together several times to show that you liked a performance. Dutiful applause greeted his speech. Apple. Apple. A round fruit that has red, light green, or yellow skin and is white inside. Can I have a bite of your apple? Appliance. A device for home or office use. There's plenty of space for all the usual kitchen appliances. Applicant. Applicant. A person who requests something such as a job. Applicants must have a degree in engineering. Application. Application. A verbal or written request for employment, admission to a school, etc. He missed the deadline for applications. Application form. Application form. A printed document with spaces in which to write when making an application. I filled in the application form and sent it off. Apply. Apply. To write a request for employment, admission to a school, etc. What's the procedure for applying for a visa? Appoint. Appoint. To assign a duty, responsibility or obligation to someone. He's been appointed to the state Supreme Court. Appointment. Appointment. A meeting arranged in advance. I'll set up an appointment for you. Appreciate. Appreciate. To recognize and acknowledge the value of something. I appreciate your concern, but honestly, I am fine. Apprentice. Apprentice. Someone who works for a particular time and she works in the hairdressers as an apprentice. Approach. Approach. A way of dealing with a certain problem, task, etc. A new approach to teaching languages. Appropriate. Appropriate. Suitable for a particular person, place, condition, etc. Clothes appropriate for a job interview. Approval. Approval. The state of having a positive opinion about something or children are always seeking approval from their parents. Approve. Approve. To think that something is good or suitable for a certain purpose or to. Catherine's parents now approve of her marriage. Approximately. Approximately. More or less than a number or amount. How much do you think it will cost, approximately? April. April. The 4th month of the year, after March and before May. I arrived on 6th April. Aptitude. Aptitude. Natural ability or skill. He has a natural aptitude for teaching. Arch. Arch. A structure consisting of a curved top and straight sides that is used to support a bridge or building. A monumental arch. Architect. Architect. Someone whose job is to design buildings. The work of a great architect. Architecture. Architecture. The design of buildings. A course on architecture. Area. Area. A particular part of a country, town. Police evacuated the area. Argue. Argue. To disagree with someone, especially in an angry way. He was too tired to argue. Argument. Argument. A dispute where there is strong disagreement. What's the logic of your argument? Arise. Arise. To begin to happen, especially about a problem or difficult situation. A crisis has arisen in the Foreign Office. Arithmetic. Arithmetic. A branch of mathematics that deals with adding, multiplying, etc. of numbers. The arithmetic mean equals average. Arm. Arm. Either of the two upper limbs of a human being. I held the baby in my arms. Armchair. Armchair. A comfortable chair with a support on each side for arms. Dad was snoozing in his armchair. Armed. Armed. Provided with weapons. An armed raider. Army. Army. An organization of the military land forces of a country. I decided to join the army. Aroma. Aroma. An intensive pleasant smell. The aroma of fresh coffee. Around. Around. Not far away, quite close. Is your dad around? Arrange. Arrange. To put into a correct or desired order. The list is arranged alphabetically. Arrangement. Arrangement. A way in which something is placed. A beautiful flower arrangement. Arrest. Arrest. To take someone to the police station because they might have committed a crime. He was arrested last Thursday. Arrival. Arrival. An act of coming to a certain place. My arrival wasn't very well timed. Arrive. Arrive. To reach a place at the end of a journey. We arrived early. Arrogant. Arrogant. Proud and behaving in a way as if thinking one is more important than others. An arrogant attitude. Arrow. Arrow. A mark that indicates a direction or relation. Follow the arrows to the X-ray department. Art. Art. The activity of using imagination and skill to create beautiful things. He's very good at art. Artery. Artery. One of the tubes carrying blood from the heart to the body. The major artery leading from the heart. Article. A piece of writing in a newspaper, magazine, etc. or a separate section of a legal document. The article is very well written. Artificial. Artificial. Made by people, not natural, but often imitating something natural. Artificial flowers. Artificially. Artificially. In a way that is not natural. Food prices are being kept artificially low. Artist. Artist. A person whose creative work shows sensitivity and imagination. An unknown artist. As. As. For the reason. As everybody's here, let's begin. Ascend. Ascend. To climb something or move to a higher position. Without a word, he began to ascend the stairs. Ash. Ash. A grey dust left after something has burned. Cigarette ash. Ashamed. Feeling shame, guilt or embarrassment. You should be ashamed of yourself. Aside. Aside. To one side. You must put aside your pride and call her. Ask. Ask. To try to get to know about something. Can I ask you a question? Asleep. Asleep. In a state of sleep. Quiet. The baby's asleep. Aspect. Aspect. A distinct feature or element of something. Alcoholism affects all aspects of family life. Aspirin. A common medicine that reduces pain and fever, usually taken in tablet form. Aspirin is a popular analgesic. Assassinate. Assassinate. To kill someone important. A plot to assassinate the president. Assemble. To get people or things in one place or to collect in one place. Everyone assembled in the hall at the appointed time, equals at the time that had been arranged. Assembly. Assembly. An act of putting parts of a machine together. Instructions for assembly. Assess. To evaluate or estimate the value, amount or importance of something. We need to assess the impact on climate change. Assignment. Assignment. An act of estimating the worth of something or someone. What's Michael's assessment of the situation? Assist. Assist. To give help to someone. I'd be only too pleased to assist you. Assistance. Assistance. An act of helping or supporting. We offer financial assistance to students. Assistant. Assistant. A person who helps another one in a job under that person's direction. The lab assistants wear long white coats. Associate. Associate. To make a mental connection between things. The color black is traditionally associated with mourning. Association. Association. A formal organization of people. The Association of Master Builders. Assume. Assume. To accept something as true without verification or proof. I can only assume that it was a mistake. Asthma. Asthma. A respiratory disorder characterized by wheezing, usually of allergic origin. Chronic asthma. Astonish. Astonish. To fill someone with surprise or shock. I was astonished by the result. Astonished. Astonished. Filled with surprise or shock. The helicopter landed before our astonished eyes. Astonishing. Astonishing. Very surprising. Their astonishing success. At. Used to indicate position, location or condition. A ring at the doorbell. Athlete. Athlete. A person trained to compete in sports. I was a natural athlete as a kid. Athletic. Athletic. Referring to athletics. A tall athletic man. Athletics. Athletics. Competitive sports such as running, throwing, jumping, etc. The World Indoor Athletics Championship. Atlas. Atlas. A collection of maps in book form. A road atlas of Europe. Atmosphere. Atmosphere. General character or feeling of a place. The house has a cheerful atmosphere. Atom. Atom. The smallest piece of an element that can exist alone or combine with other substances. 2 atoms of hydrogen. Atomic. Atomic. relating to the energy produced if an atom is split apart. Atomic power. Attach. Attach. To add, join or fasten one thing to another. The shoes had metal plates attached to the heels. Attached. Attached. Liking something or someone very much. A young man from Canada had attached himself to Sam. Attack. Attack. To use violence against someone or to criticize someone strongly. I was attacked by a dog. Attacker. Attacker. A person who attacks someone or something. Her attacker was sentenced to 120 hours community service. Attempt. Attempt. An act intended to do or accomplish something. An attempt to escape. Attend. Attend. To be present at a meeting, university, church, etc. Only 12 people attended the meeting. Attendant. Attendant. Related to or resulting from something. Nuclear power, with all its attendant risks. Attention. Attention. The process of concentrating on something. I dislike being the center of attention. Attitude. Attitude. A way of feeling or behaving. A devil-may-care attitude to life. Attract. Attract. Of people, places, things, etc. An advertisement to attract more custom. Attraction. Attraction. A state of liking someone, often in a sexual way. My attraction to him was totally physical. Attractive. Attractive. Pleasing to the eye or arousing interest. Women seem to find him attractive. Audience. Audience. People watching a performance. The audience broke into loud applause. August. August. The 8th month of the year, after July and before September. I was there last August. Aunt. Aunt. A sister of one's father or mother. She received a small legacy from her aunt. Author. Author. Someone who writes books, articles, plays, etc. It's clear that the author is a woman. Authority. Authority. Power or right to give orders or make decisions. The local authority. Automatic. Automatic. Operating with minimal human intervention. An automatic garage door. Automatically. Automatically. Without human intervention, by a mechanism. The doors opened automatically as we approached. Automobile. Automobile. Another name for a car, especially used in the US. Competition in the automobile industry. Autumn. Autumn. The season between summer and winter. A bright autumn day. Auxiliary. Auxiliary. Giving additional help or support. A nursing auxiliary. Available. Being at hand, able to be easily used, found, met or talked to. The movie is now available on video and DVD. Avenue. Avenue. A wide street in a town, often with trees along the side. A tree-lined avenue. Average. Average. About an amount, being a result of adding several quantities. In an average week I drive about 250 miles. Avoid. To keep away from someone or something or to prevent something from happening, usually something bad. Alan narrowly avoided an accident. Awake. Awake. Not sleeping. I hope he's awake now. Award. Award. Money or a prize that is given after an official decision. The award for best student. Aware. Aware. Understanding something or having knowledge about something. I am fully aware of your problems. Away. Away. In the opposite direction, at a distance, separated from. Stay away from the fire. Awful. Awful. Exceptionally bad or unpleasant. The weather was awful. Awfully. Awfully. Very informal. It's awfully cold in here. Is the heater on? Awkward. Awkward. About movement, clumsy and without grace. An awkward silence. Axe. Axe. A tool with a heavy metal blade at the end of a long handle, used for cutting wood. A Paleolithic axe.